Hi everyone, Katerina here. Thank you so much for watching my video today. In this video, I'd like to give a shout out to Monika, aka Paper Mona, who has nearly reached the 6,000 subscribers. I'm wonderful for her. So happy. So I wanted to do a shout out video because she does have a giveaway, a wonderful one at that. And I will link to her giveaway video in the description box below for everyone to check out. Naturally, today I'm going to make a fun fold that was inspired by her. And I would just quickly like to show some cards by Laura in the booklet that I absolutely love. She created these using the paper packs, the ephemera, some of the washi tape, and she made some wonderful creations and this booklet. So well done, Laura. I love your cards. Color-wise, today I'm going in a completely different direction from what this whole kit really suggests. But come back for another video because I might just have something else in store for you. So this card measures 12 by 6 inches, and I'm going to score down on each end at 1, 2 and 3 inches. I'm going to turn my cardstock over and score from the other side as well, and on the other end, because I'm going to be folding this as a concertina fold, I like the score lines to be pushed in from both sides of the cardstock. So I'm going to fold this in, out and in. So basically I'm creating a valley, mountain and valley fold on each end of these cardstocks. And I'm going to create a pop-up bridge card, which I've seen Monika do several times on her channel before, and I've always been meaning to try this out, so I thought this was the perfect occasion to give her a shout out with this card because it's such a wonderful fold. Today I'm using this stencil. I've already created my background in advance. It's this one in here. By ink blending a broken china, a salvage patina, and peacock feathers over this piece of cardstock. This is one of my favorite color combinations of oxides to create backgrounds. And then I kept my stencil in place. I just gave it a quick wipe and I used Cosmic Shimmer's Ultra Sparkle Texture Paste, and this one is the Frosty Sparkle. And I, with my little palette knife, just went all over this cardstock to create that gorgeous sparkle, which camera is picking up a bit, not so much. Stay tuned for close-ups at the end of this video. This is such a wonderful product to have if you like glitter and sparkle. And I also ink blended over on another piece of cardstock. I didn't use the whole stencil because I just need a little bit from this. And I spritzed it down with a bit of water just to mute those colors a bit, because the texture paste has certainly muted the colors on the other piece. So I wanted to kind of be matching. I didn't want this to be too stark compared to that one. Then with my glue, dry kill glue, I just went around all of the little crevices, all the white bits, and I added some crystallina to it. So while on my background it's the blue and the colored bits that are glittery, on the other piece it is the little crevices, I think, the white bits anyway. So because this piece has warped quite a bit under the texture paste as it was drying. It wasn't drying, it was drying. I covered the whole back of this with double-sided tape to make sure I can straighten it out as much as possible, and to be honest, it did come out quite nice and straight at the end by the time I added it on top of my gold cardstock. So the gold one measures 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and the colored one 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. Just a very quick tip: if you're going to be doing anything like this, cut your cardstock to size before adding the texture paste, because I had quite a bit of a trouble trying to cut it straight. The gelatin just kept tearing the edges of it. There was so much texture paste on it. So if you're gonna do this, just cut it to size before add your texture paste, and then you will have no problems at all. So these pieces of gold cardstocks measure 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4, and I have 6 altogether, but I'm only adding 2 on each side for now on the outside of those concertina folds, because I will be decorating the other 2 before gluing it onto my card base. So this is where this piece comes into place, and I'm going to cut this down 1/2 inch by 5 1/2. And I'm going to use this double-sided tape, which by the way I got from Craft. And these come in 3 different sizes in the package. And if you're a VIP, you buy 1 pack and you get 1 free. So I thought it was a wonderful offer, and I grabbed this. And it seems like real nice, good quality, nice strong tape. So I'm happy with this. I do use a lot of double-sided tape, so this one was definitely a must try for me, and I will be ordering more for sure. So I'm just layering off the pieces that I just cut on top of those gold cardstocks, and now I can glue it on the side of my bridge fold in there, and I'm adding it just the same color direction as the background is, the blue on the top, the turquoise with teal peacock feathers on the bottom. So I already pre-stamped and colored in my images, but I'm going to show you which stamp I used, and it was this lady with the floral detail in her hair and the sentiment that says she needed a hero, so that's what she became. How wonderful is that message? There's another stamp set in this kit, and I will be using those in my next video, so make sure to check back. Today, as I said, I'm going completely in a different direction color-wise than what the box suggests. So I really wanted the red to stand out. I don't know why, but it just radiates strength and confidence to me, and especially standing against that turquoise and teal background, I think it really is so pretty. To heat emboss this, I used the polished gold embossing powder, and then I used my alcohol markers by Spectrum Noir to color these in. This here is a piece of acetate, which is 2 inch in height and just under 6 inches in width. I added double-sided tape to the 2 sides, 2 ends of it, and the tape is facing upwards, so I'm pushing the side of that first concertina fold onto it. This way, it will lift away from the background ever so slightly, so I can glue my lady on top of this acetate piece. Now, of course, I could have just used double-sided tape behind her and added that way. I just wanted to do something different. You could cut another piece of acetate and add it on the next concertina fold to create some lovely sceneries. There's so much potential with this card fold. This gold cardstock measures 5 3/4 by 1 inch, and the red one is 5 3/4 by 1/2 inch. And to create that red, I just used the same alcohol markers I used on the lady for some of those details to have it nice and matching. So I needed to cut away a little bit from that because it was overhanging the golds on the 2 sides, and I didn't want that. So just cut, I think 1/8 of an inch or something like that off the end. So I added double-sided tape to the 2 ends of that card strip, which is going to create the bridge against my card. And I'm adding double-sided tape behind this stamped image, and I'm making sure that I'm staying within the 2 inch of width with my tape in there, because I want this to fit on that acetate, as I just double checked behind it to make sure it's not gonna be overhanging, obviously, because that would stick it onto the background of my card, and then the whole acetate piece wouldn't pop up as what I had imagined for this one. So I'm just making sure I'm adhering this image nice and straight. And I love how that red pops against the turquoise. Oh, just might be one of my new favorite color combinations to use. And I don't use red that often at all, so this might be a start of my new red craze. I don't know. So I added some double-sided tape on the 2 ends of that red card strip with the gold, and I added it on the front of the bridge folds in there. And I adhered my sentiment, which also was heat embossed with the same polished gold, and the butterflies, which I have popped up on some foam pads. In the box kit included were all these lovely sequins. These are flower-shaped gold sequins. They are dimensional, so in here you will see me starting to glue these on using my quick grab glue. And while some of them stay nice and straight dimensional, some of them do tip over, and it doesn't matter how long I held them there with my tweezers, they still kept tipping over. So after a couple of these, I change over to my hot glue gun. Now, the hot glue gun works absolutely perfect. However, it was just after I let this whole card dry and all, I realized that some of the hot glue oozed out of the little hole in the middle of the sequence. So what I did, I came back later, it's not on this video, but I came back later and I used my Nuvo Morning Dew Crystal Drops, which are just very nice and dry, clear drops. And I added a little droplet in the middle of each of these sequences. So this is it, the card ready. Stay tuned for a little close-up footage of this card at the end of this, where you'll be able to pick up on all the lovely sparkle on the background and on the crevices on the two sides, and all the lovely shine when the light hits this card that I cannot capture when I'm recording the videos, because the camera just hits differently when I try to do it at daylight. I record most of my videos at night when the kids are sleeping, so this is here me trying to take the footage in the morning. I really hope you liked today's tutorial, and if you did, and if you do have this box kit and you're looking for another inspiration, check back tomorrow. I'll give you a little sneak peek here in a minute of the card that I've already prepared for tomorrow's video for a different color combination and color inspiration. I really hope you like this, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Hit the notification bell, make sure you'll get notified anytime I upload new videos. I will be back very soon, and until then, bye!